I just realized I was gonna fix everything on the Chiron at the bottom of the screen, and I've been talking to somebody on the phone, and then I looked up and I said, "Oh, I got to jump. I should get going." And as I hit the go button before all the stuff at the bottom of the screen came up, um, you know what? We're gonna do it now. This is gonna happen in real time while I talk to you. So everything at the bottom of the screen has to get updated. And I do that before I start talking to you. Did I do that today? No, because I was talking to somebody else. Is that your fault? Absolutely not. But let's do this together. It is Wednesday, April 22nd. We're going to change that in a second. We've got contracts today. I'm about to change that right now. And you'll see that change in real time. It's very exciting. Contracts today. See, watch this. There we go. See how that? And then I can slide this to the middle. I'm giving you a little tutorial on Ecamm. Watch this. There we go. See, there's that. We can ignore the date and stuff, but we do have contracts today. So let's discuss that. And I apologize. It's a little clunky, but we're here and we're doing the thing. So yeah, we are April 22nd right now, and we are 90 days out from July 21st. You're calling your D's and your O's. You're texting your L's as we move through. We have contracts today, and we have Breakthrough Club. Every day, Breakthrough Club happens. You can jump in there, Zoom, camera on, microphone off. And what are we doing in Breakthrough Club? We're taking what we learned in Breakthrough, and we are applying it and implementing it and moving the needle. So that's really just your opportunity. Breakthrough Club, jump in there, lead generation, 9 to noon. And then what you can do, if you are licensed in certain states today, if your face is licensed in Vermont, that is a 9 o'clock conversation coming soon, or 10 o'clock for Maine, 11 o'clock for New Hampshire. All of that is happening today here in Portsmouth. 9 o'clock Vermont, 10 o'clock Maine, 11 o'clock New Hampshire. Portsmouth or kellertv.com for contracts today. And then when contracts wraps up, as you jump in and out of your contract class and you jump back into Breakthrough Club because you love lead generation, I love that about you, then we're going to meet at noontime. It's the midday protocol at noontime. Click the link in the morning news. It will pull you into the room. If you're already in lead generation, it's the same room. But if you want to join us at 12 o'clock and talk about your conversations and interactions, your appointment set, and your agreement signed, those are our 3 lead indicators. That's what we should be tracking every day. And I appreciate people just like, well, I don't really track. I completely appreciate that you don't track. There are all different flavors of real estate agents. We have some that are hyper operational and some that are hyper social, right? The DISC assessment tells us who we are, really. And you know right now how you're wired. I understand that. You know if you are a note taker, if you're a tracker, if you love data, or if you just like going out and making a mess and creating data. Everyone's wired differently. Here's what we know. If we are tracking, we're giving ourselves metrics, right? And this is a true thing in any industry, in any vertical, like end of story. If we are not having business conversations that include numbers, we can become emotional leaders. And you ask yourself, well, but wait a minute, you're talking to me. Wait a minute, I'm not a leader. You are a leader. You are leading your family. You're leading your business. I don't care if you're a single agent, solo artist, or if you're a team member. If you're a team member, you need to be tracking your data so you can report to your team what you're doing. If you're a solo artist, you need to be tracking your data so you can report to yourself what you're doing, so we can have an honest conversation. The challenge in this industry is we get to be in charge. It looks good on paper. And then you get to Friday and you're like, what do we do this week? Well, we had pancakes on Monday, waffles on Tuesday, took Mittens to the vet on Wednesday. Like, we have to figure out what did our face do all week? And tracking is going to help us understand, hey, what was I doing? What were my results? And then we can find our genius zone. That's why we do the DISC and the KPA, so we can understand what corner of the sandbox of real estate you play in best, so we can get the most out of you. I trust that's what you want. That's why you came to play in this space. So Wednesdays are always sacred space. There is a big fat velvet rope around Wednesday morning, because you're either in your contracts class, and don't forget, this is a practice of real estate, right? We have real estate careers. I don't think we necessarily tell our friends, I have a real estate job. You and I both know there's a real estate job. We do it before noon. It's the lead generation piece of what we're doing. Are we having enough conversations? Are we talking to enough humans to find enough opportunities, to help enough people, to get to enough kitchen tables and closing tables, and to fill that bank account? And it's not all about the money, but it is about being profitable. If we're having a business conversation, it's profit first. Michael Michalowicz, great book. Nobody left their corporate job. Nobody came out of college, because we've got all different shapes, sizes, and ages here at the Market Center, correct? Yes. But nobody's like, I'm leaving Bibbity Mutual. I'm going to go become a real estate agent because I think if I do that, I'll make less and have less time. Nobody said that. Challenge is, it happens. Ironically, we leave employment and we're like, I'm so tired of having people tell me what to do. I promised I wouldn't laugh. I'm so tired of having people tell me what to do. And then we get here and we're like, I need somebody to tell me what to do. We know, and it's okay. There's no possible way you leave elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and then a corporate environment with your Demogorgon boss floating over you, looking for TPS reports. And then you suddenly get here and you're like, what are we doing? You can do whatever you want. It's like a Montessori school. That kid's taking a nap. That one's playing in the bushes. That's the beauty of it. You can do whatever you want, but we got to drill it down to, what are you willing to do to make sure you're having enough interactions or conversations? And that's why you keep hearing me say that. I'm not saying it's got to be on the phone. It doesn't have to be the phone. There, I said it. And for many of you, it will never be the phone. You hate phone calls. I don't want to call people. I get that. I promise you this, and I know we are tech heavy. I know I could grab my phone right now real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I could click like 6 buttons, and I've got Bounty and Charmin heading to my house in Stratford. I could do that in 13 seconds. I know we're going to get to a time where, like right now, the big thing is like you text your friend, you're like, did you just ask dial me? Because they fat fingered their phone and called you by mistake, and then they hung up. Or maybe they'll text you and be like, sorry, hit the wrong button. Like we're getting close where somebody's going to ask dial buying a house. They're like, oh, it's just not, like there's going to be a button that says buy now on our aggregators. Not talk to agent. It's just going to say buy now. And it's going to go over to Apple Pay, and it's going to be like looking for $1.1 million. And it'll be like insufficient funds. I know we're getting there. And I also know that your greatness is rooted in the words you choose, the tonality and the passion of those words, and your body language. You showing up, not just doing the fiduciary duties, but you showing up as a human is going to be what builds your business. Nobody's going to get to the closing table or to their housewarming party and be like, you know what? Working with Katie was great. She had all these apps. And she was such a good texter. And you could push back. It's true. And Maya Angelou said it. People will rarely remember what we said. They'll remember how we made them feel. And yes, people are meeting on dating apps, so you can create an emotional connection through technology. Do you want people talking about what you did or who you were? That's what we need to consider. What are the conversations you're having with the people that you are threatening to help? Like, you don't get to the end of a transaction with a family that you've been working with for 90 plus days and not know the dog's name. Of course you do. You had to put him in the big cage in the garage every time you had a showing. And whether they have kids or not, that dog's probably one of the most loved things in the house. Our emotional connection with the people that we serve is going to be the way we win and continue to win. That's how you get win back business. That's how, when you drive by their house 7 years after you help them buy it, there's not somebody else's sign in the yard. It will be yours because you stayed connected. And you can do that through a birthday card, through a newsletter, through a text, through a please come to my summer event, winter event. Yes, those are all touch points. But people are looking for extraordinary at this point. And right now, voice to voice or face to face is extraordinary. Susan Scott, and I know I reference this all of the time. Susan Scott, great book, Fierce Conversations. No one conversation will make or break a relationship. And yet anyone could. What is she saying there? She's ultimately talking about the power of our passion and tonality with the words we choose and how they're delivered. I hear my mom in my head, Shirley Lindsay. Timothy, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Okay. And when my mom was saying that to me as a kid, we didn't have a text machine. The irony is we get pulled out of context in text. Yet you'll probably never have that happen when you get on the phone. Think about the last interaction you had that might have been abrasive with another agent. And the two of you were thumbing away at each other via text. I can promise you that I speak on behalf of our fearless leader, Nathan W. Dickey. Stop texting, pick up the phone. That's how we bring water to the fire, not kerosene. That's how we nurture relationships. Looking down at a text from your partner, your spouse, or any loved one and seeing them text to you, I love you, that feels good. It's not better than hearing it. And I don't need you to call your clients today and rattle off a bunch of I love yous. That's not my point. I'm reminding you of the power of your voice. Your superpower is you in conversation with people. So as I said before we got started, it does not have to be the phone. And did I promise you, if you want to differentiate yourself from everyone else, that will be a huge gap between you and all the other agents. Ask yourself, when you're driving past the house that you sold to the Johnsons and you see somebody else's sign in the yard, when's the last time you talked to them? After the midday protocol today at 12 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, you've got our friends from Land Voice. They're doing exclusive strategies, fastest way to take listings today. You can register for that in the morning news. If I can help with your next conversation with somebody, let me know. It is 603-834-2856. I'll see you in and around the market center and the internet. Take care.